Hey, hello everyone, and welcome back to another live stream. And I am, in fact, today going to be doing something that is very crazy. Indeed, extremely crazy. You know what's also crazy? Both of my gloves are broken, partially. This one here, bit ripped. This one's also ripped. So yeah. Also, I'm like, I don't know, 2.5 hours late. Ah, not even 2.5. It's like 2 hours and 38 minutes late. Which is crazy because I was watching a One Piece on Netflix. The live action One Piece. I think it's pretty decent. I think it's actually pretty good. Pretty good. We almost did watch another episode, so we'd be done with that episode by about now, which is a bit crazy. Anyways, I will have watch the one specific video by one specific dude can I just look at this playlist and playlist view?
Modding for 121 with Fabric.
That was probably hella loud. Some blogs anime discussion. There, this is the one I need.
Let's learn hot
all
and
I
bright
need.
and eat some
Get it.
delicious cauliflower and see how you can. 121 Minecraft modding courses available down below with over 11 hours of content covering everything from the basics all the way to
Alright.
and custom mobs. Alright, we found ourselves back in tutorial once more, and in this tutorial we'll be adding both a custom fuel item as well as a custom food item to Minecraft. The names are very closely related, however the way that they are added is actually quite a bit different, but I thought, what the heck, let's just do them both at the same time over here.
Okay,
Always, of course,
interesting.
there are going to be timestamps for the video.
Actually, let me
so
show you this.
If you only want to do the food item, you can jump to that, and if you only want to do the fuel item, you can also do that. Now, first and foremost, we're going to start with the food item. For a food item, before we even add the custom item, we actually need to add the component, the food component that actually makes up the food. For this, we're going to go into the item package and we're going to right click new Java class called the mod food.
Let me do this as I usually do it when doing this. Get us. Very interesting.
Components class. There we go. And this is going to have a new food component. So we're going to have public static final food component, making sure we choose food component over here. And then just tap to auto-complete it, and this is going to be the component for the cauliflower. And it's going to be a new food component.
Now this is going to be the component for a very interesting Where the hell did I put this? On the mod items. It is Creeper Crunch ice cream. Now if you know where this is from, that would be crazy. Because this is from a book series.
Parentheses that builder, because when I actually make a new food component builder, and here we can add certain things like, hey, is this a snack? So if you add the snack method, for example, you can eat it very fast, right? But
yeah, that's not a good idea.
Let's do a 3 and then a saturation modifier.
What the hell is nutrition? Ah, that's stats. I'm guessing nutrition doesn't actually have to be that high. I mean, it's freaking ice cream. So, right, we have to think. I do not yet have a crafting recipe, which I will add at some point. I don't know where you add those. But I will add the crafting recipe at some point. Thus, yeah, I'll add it at some point. Also, I'll have to add under the mod items file there. These are currently added to the freaking vanilla item, vanilla food item group. The food and drink item group, which is where all the foods and drinks are, obviously. So what we need is a nutrition value that is just freaking not that high. Again, it 2. Because the crafting recipe in the end is going to be relatively complicated. But yeah. It's going to, for this specific ice cream, I'm potentially already today going to add, if time allows, other ice cream sorts as well, because there is more. But maybe we're going to add the crafting recipe and all of that first. So the nutrition of 2 would be I don't know. And I don't know, he's giving it 0.25 F.
0.25 F.
Huh.
And then we can even do a status effect. So
What? This. So this, my idea. This is interesting. Wow, this is really interesting. Very interesting.
if you eat this, there is a chance that you get a new status effect instance applied to you for the status effects that, let's say, maybe you get a health boost. Why not? Cauliflower is quite good for like 2.
So the idea originally was to add the to add this type of status effect like he's adding, but with the freezing effect that you get from standing inside of powdered snow, which I don't even know if that's a status effect. I do not think you can get that as a status effect, but I'd have to find that out. I don't think it actually shows. Maybe it does show in the inventory, but I am not sure about that. So that's the thing I'd have to find out. But apparently somebody pointed that out. This does not work as stated in the current version of Minecraft anymore.
Let's say 15% here in this case, and then at the end here, we're gonna end with a dot build, and then
with a dot build. Problem is my screen is a bit small for this. No, it's definitely not too small for this.
You can also check out the food components class, so simply press shift twice and we're going to put in food components. There you go.
I can't really do this any different.
Take a look at the food components class over here, and there you can see the food components and each
what?
Food components class, so simply press shift twice and we're going to put in food components. There you go, include non-project items, and we can take a look at the food components class over here, and there you can see the food components and each of the different, well, basically builders for each of the different components, right? So chicken, for example, as you can see, has a status effect as well, where you can get the hunger effect for 600 ticks, and there's a 30% chance of it. I still think that there's something going on with this. I feel like this is way more. But whatever the case may be, this is how it's basically built, and therefore you can then sort of balance your own custom foods by looking at those. If you want to make a drink instead of a food, that is totally fine, but you will need, for your custom food to be a drink, you need to make...
Actually, let's test this. I do not know if this already works. If it does, that would be actually crazy. Let's see. Oh, I also just noticed I forgot to watch my own stream. Hey, let's go. Alright, the game is here. Let's make this a little bigger. I have this test here. Right, no, wrong. Also wrong. Right, so this I have this goofy ass skin. So under the food and drinks at the bottom is this. Alright, that is interesting. You can eat. Alright, you can. So it is not immediately edible. Which is really interesting. It's really interesting. So I have to find out how even. Alright.
a custom item with that, and then you're good to go. The rest of this basically stays the same. Then you simply want to go to the mod items class and actually register that item. So we're going to have a public static final, and it's going to be an item here. I'm going to call this the cauliflower.
Alright.
Equal to the register item method. There's going to be the cauliflower. There you go. And this
So I just have to
new
edit this.
item in this case. We will make new item.settings, and here you simply call the .food method and add mod food component.
Interesting. So I have this item already.
Cauliflower, and we can end it with a semicolon. And then your food components, there you go, include non-project items. We can take a look at the food components class over here. Components and each of the different, well, basically builders for each of the different components, right? So chicken, for example, as you can see, has a status effect as well, where you can get the hunger effect for
this doesn't make any sense.
There's a 30% chance of it. I still think that there's something going on. If you want to make a custom item class for it, and then in that item, use literally the only thing you need is with that, and then you're good. With that, and then you're good to go. The rest of this basically stays the same. Then you simply want to go to the mod items class and actually register that item. So we're going to have a public static final, and it's going to be an item here. I'm going to call this the cauliflower equal to.
It's a bit weird.
We'll make new item.settings, and here simply call the .food method and add mod food components .cauliflower, and we can end it with a set.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. We never added the mod food components anywhere. Oh, I'm stupid. You know, that does make a lot more sense. However, that line here is really long. Let's see. Oh! I need to find out if this actually works. Right. Oh! This is great. Very great. So this already works. That's crazy. I don't know if I can just reload this or... Oh yeah, I can. Great. But that doesn't really make any sense. Good. Actually great even. What else is there to register?
Item class for your custom drink, but be good to go. But that is the cauliflower add all the craziness when it comes to the item model JSON file. Well, let's just take one of the other item model JSON files. Make obviously will not work, but there you go, right? Just the cauliflower text. Jump into the game and actually eat our cauliflower. And let's take a look, and you can see we get 1.5 hunger bars over here restored. We can get another one over here. There you go. And I even got the health boost, the 15% health boost. That is pretty nice. But yeah, that the fuel item is actually super simple. You basically
hey, this is great. This is great. Now, custom crafting. Recipes, is it this one? I hope it is.
Let's add custom recipes and block drops to our mod. 121 Minecraft modding course is available down below, with over 11 hours of content covering everything from the basics all the way to block entities and custom mobs. Alright, we find ourselves back in Telezone's War, and in this tutorial we'll be adding custom recipes as well as custom loot tables to our Minecraft mod.
Great.
And that is basically going to finally actually have our blocks drop something. Now, in the course of this tutorial, the first step is going to be adding the recipes. Then we'll add sort of an intermediary step that we need so that our blocks actually drop something, and then we add the loot tables. I will have chapters, of course, linked in the description below, so you can jump to any point that you want. Do note that the intermediary step for the loot tables is absolutely necessary. We will talk about it once we'll basically get there. But first of all, the recipes. How do recipes work? What is going on? How can we basically make custom recipes? And it actually is as easy as making a custom data pack, because, well, in this case, every Minecraft mod is also a data pack, or let's say has an associated data pack with it.
Very interesting.
Under resources, we're going to right click new directory called data. In the data folder, We will then make a new directory called tutorial mod or whatever your mod ID is. And then inside of there, we make another new directory called recipe. Very important, recipe. And now here we can create the JSON file.
What the hell?
For the recipes. In this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a recipe for getting pink garnet from a pink garnet block, right? So the 9 pink garnets, and then also you put the 9 pink garnets into a crafting table and get a pink garnet block out of it. So for that, what we're going to do is in the recipe folder, we're going to right click new file called pink_garnet.json. And we will also create the other one, and that's going to be the pink_garnet_block.json. The convention usually is that the JSON file is named after the result of the crafting. This is not strictly necessary, however, that is one of the conventions, and while this is sometimes broken, that is usually the case. Now we're going to start with the pink garnet. Basically, we're going to be able to put a pink garnet block into any of the crafting slots and then get 9 pink garnets out of it. How does this look like? Well, I will write this down. All of the JSON files that we're creating in this particular tutorial are of course also available to you down below, so you can always double check the description and the GitHub repository, so you should be good to go. Now this is going to be the crafting shapeless over here for the type. We're going to define a category, and that category is going to be built for more ingredients over here to the ingredients list. You can change the count right here. Note that the result is always going to be is crafting_shaped.
And this is what I need. Stupid. Why is this not auto done? This isn't a JSON file, I'm stupid. Just delete this. I cannot write JSON for the love of God. Right now we can add this shit that I wanted to add.
And that's going to be of category, and we're going to do a miscellaneous right here, so MISC. Then we define a key. This key is going to be the hashtag, and this hashtag would...
I don't know if this category exists, but I guess it does. I will just guess it does.
What does this represent? Well, this represents the item, and that item is tutorial mod code.
What the hell are we doing?
pink underscore garnet. Then afterwards, we define a path.
Actually, I'm stupid. This is not a shaped crafting recipe. Oh, maybe it is. Is it? Hmm. Oh my god, it isn't shaped. Why square bracket?
Pink garnet block into any slot in the crafting table, be it the 3x3 or the 2x2, and I will have a pink garnet, or rather 9 pink garnet as the crafting result. That's literally all this is. And if you want different ones, well, then you can also add more ingredients over here to the ingredients list. You can change the count right here. Note that the result is always going to be one item. You can't have multiple items as a result. That's just a basic sort of limitation of the Minecraft.
What the hell? Is this correct? We have this open and closing here.
The year is 1991. Birds and people are living together in seemingly perfect harmony until one day a young man catches fire. This is Phoenix.
Yeah, no, this is correct. Now, I have no idea if this actually works. We need a stick. Actually, I don't know if it makes sense to have this shapeless, because I kind of do want it to be shaped. Well, for now we'll just make it unshaped. I don't know, maybe we'll make it shaped at some other point. Right, so we need... Why does it have commas? Does it need those? I don't know if it needs those.
crafting system, and then we can move on to the
Why is it not? Oh my god, I forgot this. Oh, oops. I forgot this. Ah. What? Can we just like... Can we just list them as like this? Or does it have to be like this? Hmm. Hmm. How is this called? Wow. And probably I have no idea if this works or if this is even the right names and syntax of this shit. I have no idea. But who knows? Probably one.
garnets as the crafting result. That's literally all this is. And if you want different ones, well, then you can also add more ingredients over here to the ingredients list. You can change the count right here. Note that
I have no idea if this is correct. Why is Spotify muted? When did I mute this? Oh my god. I'm so stupid. I actually stupid. Right, so if this works, that would in fact be crazy. Because no. We're doing peaceful. So I need snow. I need a snowball. I need Okay, since when did they change that? Brother, also I need doesn't even work. Where's the advanced tooltips F3H? I did give it the right tags, right? That's great. Then we need a stick and gunpowder. Ah shit, it's not underscore, right? Yeah, it's not gunpowder. It's gunpowder as a single word, it's not two words. Sadly, that's the case. Right, let's see. And then I need a crafting table. What the hell? Right, so if I add this. Ah. Should have checked that. The snowball is also a snowball, not a snowball. It's a snowball, not a snowball. Apparently. But isn't the item called snowball and not snowball? I am very confused. Let me see. Maybe it works. It doesn't. So I have to find out. It's crafting shapeless. It's... Wait, in the crafting... This. I wonder if it has to be... It has to be listed like this. That doesn't make any sense either. In some other JSON file, I have a list. Apparently not. Oh wait, I can just look at how others are done. Which one is... It is literally in the food category. Right, which one is definitely not a shaped one that needs multiple things? The netherite. It's in... Is it here? Oh my god, it just works like that. Group, we apparently don't know about that. So it's not with the item, it's just a list. Interesting, interesting. So this should work now. I hope. If it does, that would be extremely freaking cool. And then that would be the first fully functional survival item that I've ever added to the game. Which is crazy. But also means we can basically add duplicates of all this to the other 3 types of ice cream I intend to add. And then maybe make some textures. If this works. If this works. Right, so if I add this, that. It does not work. But why? Did I wrote everything right? Do I have to add the group to it? Huh. This should technically work.
The result is always going to be one item. You can't have multiple items as a result. That's just a garnet, and then you get out of it a pink garnet, right? And the same thing goes to smelting. It's almost exactly the same. So we have to fill the entire crafting table with pink garnets, 9 of them in total, to get out a pink garnet block. Now that is pretty freaking cool, and those are the first 2 recipes. Now the other 2 that I want to show you, I will actually copy.
Oh, the internet. Oh. We're dropping frames. Not what I was planning on doing today. Ah, shit. So what did I do wrong? Eh? I don't get it.
Over. That the result is over.
So, right, this is all precisely the same. Creeper Crunch, Ice Cream Jason, it is. No, it is correct, in fact. This is really weird. Yeah, I did figure that out, that Blood just wrote here. This is so weird. Why is it not working? I need to read. Eh. Why? Why are you not working? I do not like this. I don't get it. Hey, what if I just do that? Right? And I rerun it. Oh my god, this is stupid. Please. Right, so something is not right. Oh, I'm stupid. I knew it. Such a stupid dumbass. I thought it had an S, the one that he did. But it's recipe, not recipes. Right, watch me craft ice cream. Oh. This is perfect. Perfect. Right, so it works now. So we should now have this in the craft. Yes. So now that I have this, I know lime dye. What? How do you even make lime dye? I don't actually know how you make that. I think it's just yellow. Did they do that? No, that's new, right? The player head? I did not know that existed either. There's actually a lot of blocks that I never used before. Freaking Cobber Golem. These can all be waxed, damn. Thingy still doesn't exist, right? Apparently not. Right, so this works now. Now that we have that, I don't know if I want to even integrate this into a separate item group, right? Because I don't actually really think that's needed. However, we'll make a freaking exact copy of this. Which is a massive line of code. Whoa. And the next one, which I've written down, obviously. I'm not stupid. I've written down, I've reread the books and I've read down. Written down everything. Obviously. So, this public static final item I will add. Oh my god, this is... What's... This is not like that, I don't know, don't really care. That is a stupidly long name. Right, and I will add you. How do you right. I'll had to obviously not find this. Right. This is a crafting shapeless on this. This time we'll need this, and I am pretty sure we need a right, it's called gas tier. And we do not actually know how gas tier ice cream looks. But I'd figure it's relatively colorless, actually. But gas tiers are in fact harder to get. Thus, I'll make just all the ice creams the same for now, but we'll make it have technically we can also make some of those biscuits in a way. Not biscuits, but like cones. This one is it's like a popsicle basically, but we could also make ice cream cones, because we know the ice cream, we know that there is definitely popsicle type ice cream, but we do not know if there's cones, because in all the sketches in the book there were only, it's always the same sketch every time they talk about ice cream. It's the exact same little pictogram of an ice cream, which is not in a cone but on a stick. So I'm guessing they're all like popsicles, but I mean, what do I care? We could either add a light blue dye here, which I think would make sense, but I also think it would make sense to add that to the diamond or ice cream, which in fact also exists. So what do you want? I don't know. Oh, it thinks I want to write ghost. In fact, this is not a Minecraft ghost mod. Thank you very much. But this should all be the same. Well, I guess we'll just make that the exact same PNG for now and run it. And technically this right. Why is this? Wood components. Oh, I've not added it here. It is in fact true. Obviously, I forgot like the single most important thing, which should be here. Just make it the exact same. Exactly. Unrelated problem. There should not be a problem anymore. Let's run this. Also, well, it hasn't really been added here, but that's not necessarily all too bad. Ah, yes. So I need you to be gassed. Tier. Swirl. Ice. Cream. God damn. Can I run this finally, please? Please do not error me. Good evening. Not much. What the hell? Alright. Right, where did I write that wrong? That's a stupid thing with those massive item names. Probably in here somewhere. There. Makes sense. Alright, now it might work. Maybe, potentially. Hopefully. If yes, we should have two identical items. No, not identical. They just look identically, but they behave differently. Actually, they also behave identically. They're copies that just have different crafting recipes. They don't actually have any different attributes or functions. But I need gas tiers, which are I need new snowballs. Right, so this perfect gives me the other ice cream type, which I now have to create a texture for, which I will obviously do. Can I open this inside of here? Can only open in associated. Sad. Explorer. Yep, please. Open in paint.net. Right, we shall do. I hope it isn't too laggy. Oh, it is really laggy. Also, it's not color accurate at all. Ooh. Alright, this has something to do with the HDR. Which I don't even know if I can do that in here, but for you this is going to be deep fried. But basically everything that has a certain brightness is going to just be white. I mean, these pixels here are not nearly white, but they do look white, which is stupid. So I don't know if I want to just have these all look the same. Probably. But I do need the gas tier. I have in somewhere in my documents a where the hell is this? In my resource packs folder. There is a template, exactly. Pictures, item. And now I need the Ghast tier. Which shall open. I only need it for the color. I want to give this a similar color, but mostly we're just going to detexture this. Effectively. I'm removing everything that has some sort of off green color and everything that doesn't make sense. For example, this should actually be in this color, while this should be in that. And I don't know if that line makes sense, but we'll just leave it like this for now. Right, that doesn't look all too bad. Now, everything that is not the stick. What the hell? I pressed shift instead of control. Now, everything here, we need to basically just, I think we can just like color shift this. Give it that gas tier like appearance. We should add an RGB ice cream. Upon further analyzing this, there is more colors to it than I knew, which is weird. Right, we'll make it pretty bright and colorless. I can't really. This is a bit problematic. Otherwise I might really have to add the blue or some sort of dye to this. Also, isn't a swirl, I mean, a swirl is like a spiral. Yeah, exactly. Which means I need to add, oops. Whoopsie. I need to add some sort, actually, of swirl to this, so it does need color. So we're making it relatively blue, I think. Somewhat like this. I think this is not too bad of a color. Don't dislike that. I think I will correct some of the pixels which seem to be either completely freaking wrong or I just messed the hell up. This pixel, for example, is the only pixel in the entire thing that has that color, which in my opinion doesn't make any sense. Interesting. So these make sense, this one doesn't. We're going to give it this color. Actually, maybe that one doesn't make any sense either. Need something. Wait, no, I might just be stupid. It is exactly this color. Wait, no. Now I'm actually tripping. We can just do that. Should be fine. It might be this color. No, it's not. It really doesn't exist. Good. So now we can go to the gas tier and we shall select some of the gas tier colors. Now technically this would work as a swirl. Actually, this in fact doesn't make much sense how I did this. So I used these two colors, so we can now use this third colorway. Apparently I do not. Would also be an option, but I think it doesn't really look too good. Right, we have I think we're cooking now. Yes. I think this looks really decent. Yes, I will leave it like this. We'll close this and we'll look at it in game. Let's go. Heck yeah. Let's look at that. Oh. Oh. Yes. Not actually all too bad. Oh, I'm Steve. But I don't know if I should add the if I should add blue dye to the crafting recipe. Like, what types of dyes do we even have? Where even are they? There. We could technically add light blue dye to this. Or cyan dye. Wait, is the heavy core a block? I need to try that out because it looks like a freaking block. Oh, it is. That's one of these stupid non-full blocks that doesn't let you place it in straight ways though. In non-straight ways though. I completely forgot that they added colored eggs already. Which is a bit of a problem for me. Right, we can all see. Oh, sadly, also the colors. Colors have how many shades do they have? They have a darker outline shade, a brighter outline shade. A main shade and a brighter main shade. The egg has darker outline, brighter outline. Main shade, and then the glint. Which on this one seems to be white. On this one it's brown. This one it's also like bluish. The thing is, I need to add as one of the next items, no, it's actually one of the later items that I want to add, is I want to add the possibility to color eggs, because the book I read says or notes that it is possible to color eggs. In the book itself, they're colored I don't know how they're colored. Also, I should probably remake those textures to closer resemble the colors they're crafted with, potentially. For the Gastier Swirl ice cream, I think it looks pretty good, but the green of this is throwing me off. Maybe it's just because I have so much green stuff in my inventory. But I don't know. It's throwing me off. Also, Both of these textures need to be moved. Do we have a texture that is fully utilizing space in blocks? Probably not. With an actual fully tall... No, it doesn't. It's literally... It just looks like that in the inventory. That's weird. The way there's like a darker edge to it on the bottom. Yeah, no, it's not on the bottom, it's just on the left side and top. And thus it looks like the item is like 1 pixel too far up, but it's not actually. It's just that shade to the inventory that makes it look like that. Alright. So yeah, I guess that is it for today. I managed to add 2 ice creams to my mod. This is only like the beginning, and these are the easy items. Food items are really easy to add apparently, as we can see. So are their according crafting recipes. And the next items, I'll probably add the items chronologically, and that thus means I need to add another 2 ice creams before anything else. After that, the next dimension of an item is in fact you wouldn't freaking believe it. Something that is probably completely outside of my abilities. It is Monster Master Cologne. Frick, I've got to write that down. Obviously this one's dude's thing is also added at the same point in time as his weapon. Right, so next is Magma Cream Ripple Ice Cream, and then the last ice cream is Diamond Ore Trunk Ice Cream. Now the Diamond Ore Trunk Ice Cream, I don't know. I could give the Diamond Ore Trunk a higher, I don't know, a higher saturation, something I don't immediately see, making it intuitively, making it not noticeably better, like not so you see immediately that it's better, by giving it more how's it called, nutrition, but more saturation. That is what I plan on doing, probably. Then the next, there's another lot of food items, but from the first book of the series, the only other things added after ice cream are cologne and colored eggs. The next book then adds another whole lot of foods like fermented potatoes, grass stew. The third book adds mud soup, coarse dirt stew, gravel sandwich, cooked spider legs, slime pie, and watermelon drink. Second book adds a fermented glowstone. Something with the fermented stuff was on in book 2. I don't know why. A boss mob. A specific cloaks, or which are basically capes, like Optifine capes or the standard Minecraft capes. I just basically have to add this as a mod item that overwrites your standard. Don't even know if that is possible. Then a so-called rocket potion and a stone skin potion. Now the rocket potion is relatively easy to add. It is basically also how it is mentioned in the book. It's just a super crazy jump boost potion, thus meaning we just need a crazy jump boost potion. I'm basically going to make a potion of jump boost 50 or something. Wait. Freaking hell, give. Why do I have this name? 40 seconds, 20 amplifier, 50. Right, so that was a bit much. I'm at minus 60 and I want to jump to... I don't want to jump 100 blocks, obviously. But I want to jump... Let's give maybe jump boost 30. Right? So like this, I jump about 50 blocks. So basically what I intend to do is add this potion. And I mean you will most likely die upon jumping like this. Wait. I mean you will die. The hell, you don't die? Right, so if I jump... Do I heal faster when I have jump boost, or why do I heal so freaking fast? Did my ice cream give me infinite saturation? Because this is not good. That is a lot. That is way too much saturation. But you also do not die. Finally I died. Great. Where did I die? It's laggy as hell. Anyways, either these give me crazy sat, which might be the first bug I have created, or it's because of other stuff, I have no idea. We'll have to figure that out. But actually, let me see. Creeper Crunch Ice Cream Jason on the wrist. Wrong. On what food components exactly this? It has a 0.2 F. Freaking saturation modifier, let me see. Saturation modifier. For example, does the F have to be capital F? If yes, then well, I'm okay with that. That would be that fixed. Doesn't really matter. Anyways, I guess we'll commit that. This adds the other type of ice cream. Guess here's where ice cream, hell yeah. Oh yeah. the warnings. Yeah, do that. Earlier. That is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. 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 So, with that, I think I am done for today with modding. And thus I will see myself out. Because it's also almost 1 o'clock in the morning. Obviously it is, I mean. Crazy, right? So yeah, good evening to everyone, or good morning, or whatever the hell it is for you. And until next Saturday, this week I have probably the worst week in the entirety of military, and I hope I will survive. The main reason it's so bad is because A, I will not have my phone for the entire week. B, I will probably not be able to shower for the entire week. C, I will hopefully be able to brush my teeth the entire week. Or at least like once a day. And 35 kilometers of marching. And I don't know if we have to take everything with us or just like a single backpack with the most important stuff. I hope it's the latter. Anyway, I shall skedaddle now so I can sleep. And maybe watch some One Piece tomorrow. And then I'll have to go back to the military really early this week already. But who cares? Anyways, adios. Is my cam flickering? Oh no. No. Alright, adios.